Hello everyone, hope you all are fine. And again, I'm with you with a new topic. Topic is new, but the chapter is the same that we were discussing, acid, bases and salt. And now we will discuss about the salts. As I have discussed in the previous session, that salts are formed by the reaction of acid and base. You can see in this equation that acid combined with base to form salt and water. So remember the thing that acid react with base, and obviously the family of salt means that which acid or which base is used for the formation of the particular salt, it decides the family of salts. So it is written family of salt is on the basis of acid or base used. Now you can take an example. For example, potassium sulfate. It contains, the formula is K2SO4 and the family is potassium salt. Means in the formation of potassium sulfate, sulfuric acid and potassium hydroxide is used. So here we give the name of the family on the basis of the base used, means potassium hydroxide. So all the salts which are made up of potassium hydroxide, they comes in the family of potassium salt. That means it may be sodium salt. Why that is sodium salt? Because it use sodium hydroxide for the formation of this salt. So on the basis of base used, you can see that this one is calcium salt. Why? Because calcium hydroxide is used for the making of the salt. Magnesium salt because magnesium hydroxide is used. Copper salt because copper hydroxide is used. Now these 5 examples in which the family of the salt is based on the base used. So means all the bases that we use here, either the potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide and copper hydroxide. So these families on the basis of the salt used. Now the another one example, that is the acid used. Example you can take chloride salt. NaCl is the chloride salt. Why? Because hydrochloric acid is used in it. Nitrate salt, because nitric acid is used in the formation of salt. Carbonate salt, because carbonic acid is used in the formation of salt. Again chloride salt, because hydrochloric acid is used in the formation of salt. अब आप सोचेंगे कि क्या इन सॉल्ट्स की फैमिली सोडियम फैमिली या अमोनियम फैमिली नहीं हो सकती थी? बिल्कुल हो सकती है. But whenever you are giving the name of the family, so you have to mention that the name of the family is on the basis of acid use or on the basis of base use. So we can say that this one is the sodium family, this one also sodium family, this one also sodium family, but on the basis of base used. So first examples are the name given to the family on the basis of base used, and next 4 examples, the name of the family is given on the basis of acid used. For example, I give the name of the salt, that you can take, it may be copper nitrate. Copper nitrate. So I will tell you that copper nitrate is belong to the copper salt family on the basis of the base used. And I can also say copper nitrate belongs to the nitrate family on the basis of the acid used. So we have to mention, when we give the name of the family, we have to mention that this name is given on the basis of acid used or on the basis of base used. I think it is clear to you. Now the next one, types of salt. As we know that salts are made up of acid and base. Salt किस किस से मिलके बना हुआ है? Acid और base से. So the strength of acid and the strength of base which we used for the formation of this salt, it decide the type of salt. Now what is the meaning to say strength? Strength means वो strong है या weak है. And in the previous session we already have discussed about the strength, that strength depends on the ability of dissociation of the salt. अगर completely dissociate हो जाता है तो strong होगा और partially dissociate होता है तो weak होगा. So when we call the salt acidic salt, so acidic salt will be then when the acid and base which is used in the formation of that salt, but the acid will be strong and base will be weak. So which one part out of acid or base, which one part we will take strong, the name of the salt will be given on that. It has a logic, because when this salt is going to dissolve into water and we will check it with the help of pH, then obviously the strong part will show its indication. That's why the name given to that particular salt. So in this case, as we have used a strong acid, the name of the salt form is, the type of the salt form is acidic salt. You can take the example of basic, in which we use a strong base. What we use? Strong base. And because the base was strong, so the property of salt will be shown of the base type. So that's why the name of the salt will be, type of the salt is basic salt. And in the case of neutral salt, neutral means ना ही तो acid का effect और ना ही base का effect. So it may be with the strong base and strong acid, and also it may be with the weak base and weak acid, but basically we call it with the strong base and strong acid if the salt is neutral. So acidic salt means strong acid is used for the making of that salt. Basic salt means strong base is used for the making of that salt, and neutral salt means both are either strong or weak. So that is the neutral salt. So by this type we can define the type of salts. Now type of salts on the basis of presence of water of crystallization. Yes, it is very important. Water of crystallization. Crystallization means the formation of crystals. So whenever this salt is formed, then is it contains some water particle trapped in it? क्या उसके अंदर कुछ water particles उस समय trap हुए थे जब वो crystal बने थे? Crystallization technique you have discussed in the 9th class. So when the crystals are formed, then some water particles sometime trapped inside the crystals, and that water amount is known as water of crystallization. So we can say the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of the salt is known as water of crystallization. And on that basis, salts are of two types: anhydrous. Anhydrous means do not have water of crystallization, means उनके अंदर वो water trap नहीं हुआ था जब वो crystals बने थे. Hydrated salt means having water of crystallization, and these are the examples. Sodium chloride is anhydrous salt, whereas the copper sulfate, sodium carbonate, calcium sulfate, these are hydrated salt, as it contains 5H2O, 10H2O, half H2O, 2H2O. So these are the water molecules which are present in it. Now the big question is that how do we understand that the salt contain water of crystallization or not? क्या जब हम उसको हाथ लगाते हैं then can we feel the wetness of the salt? No, not at all. We cannot feel that wetness. But there is an activity which indicate that the salt contain water or not. So that activity we will discuss at the last of this chapter. First we will discuss about the salt. Some salts are anhydrous and some are hydrated. And after that we will discuss that why we call some salts as hydrated and some as anhydrous. So in the next session we will start to discuss about the salt. Till then, goodbye beta. Have a nice day and please stay at home and because your safety is very important. Goodbye beta. Have a nice day.